Yo, this is My People's Podcast, and today is episode 34. Another day, Wednesday. Bless you, Hottie.
Thank you.
And we up with the bullshit, man.
What's up?
I got my boy Hottie Moo in the building.
What up, though, everybody?
I got my boy Young Holly in the building.
Boom.
And yeah, it's another day, Wednesday.
Another dollar.
A week before Thanksgiving and shit. When we get that good ass food.
Get my
I
grub
can't
on.
wait, man. I can't wait.
Feel me? It's bullshit because I don't even smoke no more like that, son. At all, actually. So it's going to be a different Thanksgiving for me.
You can't even take that walk with it. You can't even take that walk.
It's gonna be like the old days.
But anyway, let's get to this fucking podcast. We're going to start off with the shooting, man. Shout out to Rasta Man on the motherfucking check-in. But yeah, we're going to start off with this damn shooting, bro. We got a little ass kid, bro.
How old?
10 years old, man. Lost his life, man, over gun violence.
Rest in peace.
That happened in the most craziest place in the damn world, a high school football game. For real, like. This happened in our own hometown in New Jersey. But not our hometown, but, you know, our home state.
Right.
New Jersey. Let's get into this news clip so we can see a full understanding of what we about to see.
We begin with that breaking story out of Pleasantville, New Jersey, where we've learned one of those victims is a child. CBS 2's Valerie Castro working this story from our newsroom right now. Valerie, what do we have?
Well, Maurice and Christine, the details are still coming in, but this all happened during a Friday night high school football game between Pleasantville and Camden in South Jersey. In new video, you can hear the gunshots. Police say the gunshots came from the stands in the middle of the game. Moments later, you can see spectators either getting down and hiding in the bleachers or running away in fear. This all happened around 8:30 this evening during the third quarter of the game. The shots hit and injured at least 2 people, a man and a child. Chopper video shows police on the empty field following the incident.
Yeah,
What
that's
you
some
saw
wild
was an
shit,
otherwise
man.
packed stadium for this playoff game. It appears some personal belongings were left behind when people ran for safety from the stands. Police gave an update from the field a short time ago.
I can tell you at this time that we have 2 victims who are seriously injured, but they are alive as of this moment, and we're doing everything that we can to make sure that their families and that them are getting the medical care that they need.
No word of any arrests at this point or exactly how many shots were fired. Live in the newsroom tonight, Valerie Castro, CBS 2 News.
It was 3. Right? Crazy.
In a fucking high school fucking football game, bro.
Man.
That's some pure ignorant shit, bro. Like, y'all could have took that shit anywhere else, but y'all want to bring it where y'all know there's kids around and all types of shit, bro. Let's get into the second clip just to get a better understanding of what we dealing with today.
New information now on that shooting at a high school football game last night in South Jersey. Authorities say they've arrested 5 men. This happened last night in Pleasantville, which is just outside of Atlantic City. 3 people were injured, 1 man, a teenager, and a 10-year-old boy. That boy is in critical condition. Prosecutors say 31-year-old Alvin Wyatt is charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. 4 other men at the game have also been arrested and charged with unlawful possession of a weapon. The motive for the shooting is still unclear.
Why the fuck is people bringing guns to a high school fucking football game? Why is these grown-ass men at a high school football game, for one? And then you dealing with pure ignorancy and bringing that shit to a fucking school, my nigga. That's still technically like a school property. Like, you feel me?
He going down.
Like, that's some dumb shit, bro.
Well, if it was one of them, they're going down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some fucking dumb shit,
Most
bro. For real. Like, this shit don't make no fucking sense, yo, for real. At the end of the day, like, I don't understand what be going on with people in people's mind. Like, why people think that they can allow some shit like that to happen, like, and on top of that, they think that shit is cool. Like, these little ass kids, like, high schoolers is not the ones to be like, to like, yeah, they gonna get the max on us on this shit. Yeah. But like for my nigga, a high school fucking football game, like, and none of them niggas that would look like they got charged was looking like they're high schoolers. They look like grown ass fucking men. That's some shit I don't understand. Like, there's some wild shit. Like, I can't like even imagine like that even happened. Like, especially like, I know shit, people ignorant and all that dumb shit, but for real, like, that's to the max. Like, for real, like, I don't really understand like what can be the purpose of why niggas think that they can like get like, I don't even understand, bro. Yeah, I can't even put my hand on it. Like, there's nothing in the world. Like, if a nigga owed you money, if a nigga disrespects you, like, you could have took that shit another place. Like, that's what I'm telling these young thug ass niggas.
You couldn't find them nowhere else that could have been like for less more dangerous for a bunch of kids or a bunch of other people's families or like, you know what I mean? You got to think about that. And then on top of it, like, where's y'all brains at? Y'all on school property. You know what I mean? You're endangering a lot of kids. You know what I mean? You don't think if they catch you even with the possession of a firearm, they're not gonna smoke you? Yeah. Like, you got and then y'all look like y'all young. Y'all young. Y'all got brains in y'all heads. You know what I mean? Even if you finished or didn't finish school, you got brains to know that they're going to smoke you. Like, come on now. What's wrong with y'all people? Like, y'all let that hood shit or somebody amp y'all up, throw a battery in y'all back. Y'all let that shit boost y'all way up to the gods, and then you mess your whole life up. Your whole life.
You know what it is? Niggas just don't be thinking and shit like that. Niggas go off of anger. Or whatever the case, you feel me? So if anything happen, they quick to react or whatever. I mean, like, motherfuckers just gotta think like, yo, look where I'm at. Like, it's not the right time. At all.
Time and place for
you
it.
Feel me? At all.
Yeah,
Football,
I say men
like,
pride be the worst. Like for real.
Catch them slipping up in the hood or some shit like that.
Right.
Like, not at no football game, bro. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to the 10-year-old boy that passed away.
Damn. A 10-year-old boy passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Over gun violence, niggas don't know. Like, just shooting everywhere, just ratchet. That's some crazy shit.
Y'all not trained to do this shit. Y'all people, I don't know what's boosting y'all up to do this shit, but it's definitely not worth it. You know what I mean? Because you didn't even get the person or kill the person that you wanted to get. You caught something totally different. Now you got to charge for killing a kid. Like, you look like the most dumbest, worstest motherfucker in the world right now. You know what I mean?
For
like,
real.
you showed like you really a demon. You know what I mean? And if you not a demon and you got a soul, nigga, they gonna perceive you as a demon.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? And they gonna smoke you and everybody's against you right now. Because you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Well, yeah. Now he got to deal with what's about to happen.
For real. That's crazy.
He went down, bro.
All right.
We lost five souls that day, nigga, because y'all done.
Yeah, y'all
smoked y'all.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
Y'all done.
This black on black crime shit, this shit gotta stop. Like, even, like, niggas gotta move a certain way. Like, I understand, like, niggas is pursuing themselves as gangsters, but that ain't no gangster shit. You feel me? Shooting at a high school fucking football game. When you know damn well there's kids and shit around, like. So
even if you went there, keep that street shit with the streets at. Keep that street shit with the streets at. Listen to that shit. Somebody need to make that shit a song. Keep that street shit with the streets at. You feel me? Because that shit don't fly everywhere when you get everywhere else. You going to start to realize that shit when you start to get out from just the streets. You know what I mean? You're going to have to act like a civilized motherfucking person. You feel me? Like, that shit crazy.
But let's get into this next shit, which is ignorant shit. We're going to jump to that. Fuck it.
I love that shit.
You want to fight tonight? You want to fight tonight?
Oh shit, it's Pink Day.
See how your friends can get you killed? She walk up on her shit like, what? Nigga, you don't never walk into somebody's house or their properties. A lot of niggas that dealt with us learned that lesson. You never walk in to a nigga door, son, for real. You hear a baby crying and shit. She got a big ass knife in her hand. Now if she would have offed that bitch, she would have probably got away with that shit because they ran all up in her shit.
That's crazy, yo.
I don't understand what make and you see her friend. Now, just for instance, if she would have got stabbed the fuck up, it was her friend's fault because her friend kept trying to push her up the stairs, like go in her shit. Like, no, nigga, you never go in somebody's fucking house, or you never bring violence to somebody's fucking door, bruh. That shit could potentially get your life taken. Yeah, man.
She gotta protect. Where y'all fail to realize is she gotta protect them motherfucking kids, and that's what everybody is gonna say. She was protecting them kids. She could have did every last one of y'all in there.
For real. Hey yo, we experienced that shit. Motherfuckers coming to your door, and we pull niggas right inside the house. Like nigga, come on, nigga. We got bats. We got all types of shit. We gonna leave you lumped the fuck up. The niggas know, nigga. We ain't gotta really explain the stories, but niggas know, like.
Never go to somebody's house.
Never.
Never.
You rather catch them somewhere on the corner or something. Like, you never pop up at their motherfucking house, like, just out of the woodworks. Like, that's the wildest shit in the world, like, for real.
Damn, that shit, you know what? And it's not even crazy. Like, she ain't hold her own. She did the respectful shit. Like, she did what she's supposed to do because now, not just that one girl that she was fighting, you feel me? With all of them was in her house now. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't know. They could have beat the person up that was at the door.
They could have had 100 motherfuckers in the house, like, ready for one of them niggas to push up all in that shit. That shit would have been crazy.
Yeah. That shit would have got dark real quick. She grabbed that knife like, man, everybody listen. And she was dogging. I don't know if she was winning. I got to watch it again. But, yeah, like, when she grabbed that knife, man, everybody like, come on, just let her go. We going to leave. Yeah, y'all want to leave and shit. Because she willing to protect her shit. She going to hold her throne down. You know what I mean? Y'all heard them kids crying. Shit. Stop fucking around with people while they got their kids.
For real.
They gonna get killed off that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into this this Ray J shit, man. Ray here, bro.
What happened to Cuz?
Now Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, was the BET Soul Awards or whatever, and what happened is that Ray J attended. He was like a host for the after the beginning of the show, which I heard him in. And he posted a fucking Instagram picture of him and his family because I guess he brung his family there. And his wife posted, "You left me and Melody stranded." Let's get back to it because this shit keep flashing back and forth real quick. He said, "You left me and Melody stranded in Vegas and blocked me from calling." And basically, yeah. So he's like, now you want to post a family photo. And I mean, somebody posted on there like, yo, couldn't you just fly home? Like, what would be the problem? And she like, I got my car there. You know, I'm 8 months pregnant. I couldn't drive home because I'm scared to go. What if I run out of gas? And, you know, people nowadays is like kidnapping people for human trafficking and all that shit. What if I go into labor and all that shit? And that's a good understanding of why she didn't want to go to, you feel me, to take the car home, and she couldn't leave the car there. But my whole thing is, like, Ray J is a hard-working man. Like, don't get me wrong. He got his hands into a lot of shit, and you can't blame him. Like, because if he would have left her there, she'd have been making comments about her leaving there. And if she wouldn't have left her there, and, like, what he did, brung her there, she had to find a way to fuck back. Like, what if he couldn't leave? Like, what if his contract stated that he had to be there from there to the after show to all that shit? So I'm not about to blame Ray J for that, but at the end of the day, you gotta make sure your family good. Like, And that's probably the hardest part, and that's probably the most reason why celebrities don't bring their families everywhere when they got events going on or shit like that going on, because at the end of the day, it's like, bruh, they not paying for fucking Princess and Melody to be there. They paying Ray J to be there. So if Ray J, you know what I'm saying, gotta stay and they want to leave or whatever, I mean, like I said, they got too much money to have this problem. Like, they could have fucking booked a hotel. There's so much shit that I feel as though they could have did. Like, and then allowing your privacy of what your family going through to be public by posting it on Instagram don't make shit better. You feel me? And it just gives people to criticize on the situation that y'all going through. You feel me? So I don't understand, like, the whole situation, because I ain't rich and I ain't no fucking celebrity. But at the end of the day, it's like, you got to put your family first. Right. But if you're providing for your family, you also have to maintain that breach of contract. Like, you don't want to breach it at all. Like, you don't want to, because you could fuck up the money. You feel me? So it's a two-sided thing, you feel me? So I'm not mad at Ray J, but I understand why Princess will be mad, especially being 8 months pregnant. And I feel as though she shouldn't even been there, being 8 months pregnant, you feel me? She should have been in the fucking house somewhere, you feel me?
Man, that nigga, that's some bullshit. That nigga, he did some wild boy shit. Like, how you gonna dip on your baby mother and she pregnant?
Yeah, that's true.
You dipped on her. She 8 months pregnant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She got the car and everything. As a man, nigga, like, your responsibility is supposed to be around her.
She should have been up in the crib.
But listen.
That wasn't an event to just chill. That was a working event. Like, he was a host, meaning that it wasn't like he was going to show up like a celebrity, like an artist or something, and then leave when the shit over with. Nah, he had to probably stay there. You feel what I'm saying? So, like,
you know what his
and she probably wanted to go. You feel me? Like, oh, you gonna go to the Source Awards? I mean, the Soul Train Awards without me? That's fucked up. You know how women are. That, oh, you gonna leave me? That's fucked up.
Any chick would have wanted to go there. Listen, any chick would have wanted to go there.
Anybody would have wanted to go.
You hear me?
But like, women gotta understand, it's a difference between having fun and taking care of business. Like, he wasn't there to have fun. He was there to take care of business. Even though that was a good look for him bringing his family out. Like, right. But at the end of the day, he should have had a plan where, okay, after this shit, I'ma still have to be here. Like, he probably didn't even inform her on that situation.
He blocked her.
Where?
Hey, that's some wild boy shit. How you block your baby mother?
But why though?
That's what I'm saying. That's some wild shit. How you block your baby mother?
If she was coming crazy.
Not even that. Even if, like, say, like, if I'm doing a job and she viewing me and watching me, and then after that, and I block her, I'm on some fuck shit. Nigga, that's my baby mother, and she in a whole nother state. I understand all that, but you're supposed to make sure baby mom that's 8 months pregnant already, that's that rich shit going to people's head. Yeah, you still got to live like a regular person.
If
everybody make sure their baby mother good.
If she's in the house,
exactly, but she wasn't. That's
like
the point.
10-15 minutes.
That's not the fact,
but,
though.
Yeah, I know.
You feel me? She wasn't in the house. Now, if she was in the house, that would have been cool. You know what I mean? Blocked her. That's some fuck shit still. But she in the house, you know she safe, But she's out and about at the BET Awards at that, where celebrities is coming out, nigga. You feel me? People get touched.
You're absolutely right. And back to what he said before, she should have been where? In the house. 8 months pregnant, she should have been in the house.
You know what it seems like? He made it a rough time for her. He just like, all right, you want to be outside? Say that. And then he blocked her ass and was like, you rock the whole night yourself.
Bullshit. You about to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's some straight bullshit. This some straight bullshit.
So, screenwriter of Harriet, which was a story about Harriet Tubman, the movie. I feel like every black person should go see that. Wanted this white lady, I forgot her name, Julia Roberts, I think. I can be mistaken on the name. Wanted her to be Harriet Tubman in the fucking movie.
Wait, whoa. She was going to
Yes.
The white Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
What type of shit we going on now? Like, for real, like, this is, like, beyond me. Like,
she said what?
the screenwriter wanted her to be Harriet Tubman, like, the exact for Harriet Tubman.
You know what's crazy, though? That they're probably just thinking that will bring, just off the fact that it's a Harriet Tubman story, they feel like they have us black people warped already. We're already in it. You know what I mean? So we're already accounted for, is what I'm saying. So now if they have a white person playing the part, you know what I mean? A lot of people would go see it, and now white people is going to go see it.
I don't know who the fuck they was, what type of fucking, like, group of people they were trying to bring in by making her Harriet Tubman. Like, what they was going to put blackface on her and then, like, have her in it?
You know what the producer said? Somebody complained. It was like, yeah, why would that be Harriet and Harriet black? Somebody would say that. The producer said that was long ago. Nobody ever remember. That's fucked up, son.
That's like, I can't even put my fucking hand on that.
That's the face of our
like,
history, so it's never forgotten.
Yeah, everybody, all black people should know. Oh man, they fucking up already. All black people should know who Harriet Tubman is. Like, so I don't like, and even white people should know by now who the fuck Harriet Tubman is. So the whole factor that they allowing that shit to even go down is like beyond me. It's like, you feel me? That shit is crazy. I can't put my hand on that. But shit, let's go to the next motherfucking topic right now is just hit it. A 16-year-old. Let me pull up my notes, motherfucker, because I can't even like comprehend this shit neither. A 16-year-old who has allegedly used a remote-controlled car to smuggle methamphetamine across U.S. to Mexico border has been arrested by the U.S. Border Patrol agent. The agency announced on Tuesday the teenager, a U.S. citizen, was arrested Sunday after agents spotted him carrying 2 large duffel bags and ducking in and out of agents' views.
Oh, shit.
Little bro getting bread. Little bro getting money.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection said in the statement he was found hiding in thick bushes along the border. When they searched him, agents found a remote-controlled car and 50 packages of methamphetamine. The agent said it was 55 pounds of that shit, bruh.
God.
With a street value of $160,000. The teenager facing drug smuggling charges. Oh, man. This shit. If this ain't no Home Alone shit right here.
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
Yo, that's some straight up Home Alone shit. Like, I can't even, like, fathom that point. Like, this some straight up Home Alone shit. And I don't understand how the fuck that even, like.
He was smart as hell.
He was, but he got caught.
Yeah.
And that probably ain't his first time. That's the funny part about that whole situation. It's probably not the first time, but it's like,
he been doing that shit.
That's some straight up Home Alone shit. He got that straight off the movie. Like, you feel me?
But not even just that. You see what colleges is doing? This kid is making methamphetamine. You feel
He
me?
ain't making it. He's getting it from the Mexicans across the border, my nigga, bringing it to America.
Word.
Oh yeah, I thought he was going into.
Nah, this nigga was smuggling that shit over that shit with the remote control car. So he must have put that shit through the border, drove that shit over there. They put the duffel bags on it.
That iRobot.
Yeah, and this nigga just came back with it. Like, that's some crazy shit.
Just drove it back.
Yeah. That's some wowie shit.
Wow.
How much time you think they gonna give him for that?
Oh, he getting.
They gonna smoke that nigga like a pack of Newports.
Yeah.
For real.
3 packs a day.
3 packs. Excuse me. But let's get into this next shit, man. We got another fight.
Hey.
Now I see why they got 2 exits in every restaurant. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Oh, they thumping for real. Oh, you almost broke that nigga back. That nigga sound like me. That's fucked up.
They jumped the shit out of him.
Yeah, they beat that boy for breakfast.
He was. He definitely was.
They
They grabbed his legs. They put him in. Man, they stretched this nigga out and everything, man.
Fellas, PSA, stop fighting when your girl around, son, because then she's just ultimately going to jump in it and get her ass lumped up too, man. I be telling niggas all the time, sometimes you got to fall back when your lady around, bruh. Even though you be trying to show how macho you are around her, sometimes you don't want to put her in that predicament, like, especially if you lose or something like that. So you just, know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get in the car. Like, I'm about to handle these niggas. Like, for real. Like, you got to handle it a different way because nowadays, niggas is, like, on a point to beating your bitch ass, too. Like, for real. They don't give a fuck. Like, you feel me? They get to the point where, like, they'll start swinging on your girl, on everybody around you, your moms, old heads, your uncles, all that shit. And that shit'll make you wind up getting a charge. Like, you see a girl get knocked out, like, that shit gonna get you a charge, my nigga, for real. Because you fuck around and be like, all right, I'm about to stab this nigga or shoot this nigga or whatever. Like, I'm about to handle this nigga, like. So I be telling niggas like all the time, just relax on that situation. That shit right there was a man. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks because Milwaukee be getting the shaking. Like I ain't know. Like you feel me? I ain't know. But let's get into this next segment. We got Chuck D. Chuck D say some I don't say wild shit, but some powerful shit that nobody in the black community really like pay attention to. Or like, let's just get to it. He says, just how much
the feds.
Alright. Just how much the feds pay these old
white
dudes like Maury and Jerry Springer, Showtime and young folks that dysfunctional shit on air. Yo, I cannot see this shit. Hold on, let me make this shit bigger. I say I'm retarded. Just how many feds pay these old white dudes like Maury and Jay Springer, Showtime, and young folks that's dysfunctional shit on air, especially young blacks? Beware elder media, Telpro. blizzard, hovering over everything ain't entertainment. In fact, it's exploitation. And he got a picture of Mari right there. And that, funny thing about it is, that nigga, I was watching this fucking episode yesterday, dead ass. Like, and that shit was wild because the girl was just admitting to all types of shit. He was like, I went to her job, tried to sign up for an application just to see if she was at work, and she wasn't even there. She was supposed to be on. They was like, she not even here. She not even scheduled to be here today. And he like, where the fuck was she at? And you know what this bitch said? Yup, I wasn't there. Like, she was cool with being a hoe. And then to come to find out that the child wasn't even his, and they was together for 8 years. Like, and her cousin was, and his cousin was telling her like, she was coming out the shower, dropping her towel and shit, all types of wild shit. He's like, she was trying to fuck me one day. That shit crazy. Like, damn, son. And my nigga Chuck D, shout out to motherfucking Public Enemy. He hella pro-black. Like, this nigga, the music that he made, you feel me, was some real shit. Like, you feel me? And I get what he's saying, but he gotta ultimately watch the whole show because they don't just have black people up there; they got white people up there too. So I mean, at the end of the day, I feel as though like he has a point, but he don't has a point. Like he is like a half a point. You feel what I'm saying? Like I get what he's saying because the exploitation of black people, he make them niggas look crazy. And then that exploitation of like white people, he try to like make it look good. But at the end of the day, that same day I watched that, it was a white girl dealing with 2 black dudes, and her ex was one of the black dudes that she said she was dealing with both of them around the same time, like her new dude and her old dude. And to come to find out, it wasn't both of them fathers, and she was a white girl. So I mean, like, so we can't really sit here and say like, that's like the reality of Maury Show and Jerry Springer. And I fuck with Maury and Jerry like that heavy. And they do be making shit like, you feel me, to the way where, it do be making black people look crazy, but they ultimately make white people look crazy too. So, Chuck, I ain't going to say you right, but I'm glad you put that on blast. Like, you must have seen that episode too. And I was like, we got to blame each other for that shit. Like, why the fuck would they go up there knowing that was the scenario? Like, she knew she was fucking with other people, so she knew it was a possibility that he ain't the father. They could have got a blood test at home or whatever through the courts and proved that a different way. They ain't had to go on.
I wonder what people, like, be actually thinking or what other people say to them when they come home from murder. Yeah, the money is cool, but once you come home to it and people just look at you.
They want that money and they want that vacation. That's like a free vacation. Okay, I got a hotel. I get a hotel. I get to stay out here for like 2-3 days. Like, they probably from the fucking woods somewhere. Tennessee. Fucking around and be from like Georgia or some shit far. Because they never be from the east side. Like, as far as like New York and New Jersey. Like, they be from like fucking suburbs somewhere where, somewhere wild. So, I ain't mad at them, but yeah, it's a different thing. It's a different situation. So, like, let's get into this fucking another fight.
You stupid ass bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. I kill your bitch ass. Come on, let's go, let's go. Don't play with me. Let's go. Go back. Right here. Play with me. Fight the team. Fight the team. Let's go. Let's go. That's not funny. Why are you recording like it's funny?
Yeah. Play that back. She need another round, yo. That ass. She came out that jacket tossing shit. She said, "What? You popped on me?"
She said, "I'm about to beat your motherfucking ass." Yo, she yanked it back like, "Come here, where you going?"
Yeah, she trying to run.
She threw it to the ground. Hey, yo. Yo, that's funny as hell.
Alright, let's go back and let's see this shit one more time. If I'm not mistaken, that's the teacher. The short one. Was she trying to run away from her, or was she trying to go around?
Get off her! She hit me first! Everything everybody saw that shit hit me first! You stupid ass bitch, I'ma fuck you up! I kill your bitch ass, you
Come on, let's go, let's go.
bitch! Don't play with me!
Let's go.
Play with me!
Right here.
Play with me! Hey, bitch,
Fight the team, fight the team. Let's go.
hey, bro!
Let's go.
Which one is the teacher?
Why you recording like it's funny?
She had on a bubble jacket. What the fuck she doing at work with that then? I don't know who the teacher was. I assume that the girl with the you look at the shoes. She ain't had no type of kicks on that was like
Some popping shit.
yeah, some popping shit. She had on some fucked up shoes, so I assume that she was the teacher, the one with the khaki pants. I don't know, but what I do know is, man, this shit gotta stop, man. All this school fighting and shit, yo, you never see that shit go down. Like when I was young, like nowadays, 2019, this shit is getting ridiculous. Like your child come to school and like she go to jail, like you could have called like, yo, your child getting locked up right now. Like you feel me, going to jail for assault because they put their hands on a teacher. Like that's too like max, like to me, like you feel me. Everybody want to prove that they gangster.
Big and bad and shit.
That just I don't know. That was wild though, like you feel me. And a lot of teachers when we was young, like they look like they was about that action. For real. Like you ain't want to pop on one of our teachers, like no. Mr. Miller. Like you ain't want to put your hands on that nigga. He'd have fucked around and beat the shit out of you. And like they'd have fucked around and let him do that. Like you feel me? Yeah. Like I don't nah. Yeah. All right, let's get into this next shit though. I keep saying that next shit. That's my favorite shit. Let's get to this next segment. Which is we got Judge Joe Brown talking about Harriet Tubman shouldn't be the next person that's on the $20 bill. He named a whole bunch of other people. He said a black man should be on the next $20 bill. And it's feminists that's trying to push that agenda to have Harriet Tubman. And that's why they came out with the movie and all this. Let's just hear what the nonsense this nigga had to say when he was debating against Dr. Umar Johnson.
Round one, fight!
I got a question for you, Judge, if I could. Yes, sir. Because I would hate for any listeners, and particularly feminists, to misinterpret your comments earlier on Queen Mother Harriet Tubman.
I don't give a goddamn about feminists. They can go straight to hell, and I know they hate themselves because they got two X chromosomes instead of an XY. They are fraudulent, self-hating, and they're sick.
Well, I also wanted to clarify for me as well, Judge, because I know you had mentioned Thurgood Marshall, Dr. King, Frederick Douglass, and I just wanted to clarify with you that your comments were not suggestive of saying that by doing the Harriet Tubman movie that somehow undermined the works of those great male leaders, because that's what it
No, it doesn't.
like.
But the objective is, I've heard it from the Hollywood sources I have. These feminists are trying to do this movie so they can get a black woman put on a $20 bill. And they have no interest in this movie is to soften the public up to the idea of taking a black woman who frees slaves by leading them to freedom and getting her or another one like her on a $20 bill. They can't get a white woman, so they want a black woman. They don't care. They just want a woman, and it downs masculinity. Now, everybody on a bill is not a dead president. Don't forget Ben Franklin. He was never a president, so that's plenty of precedent to put in somebody black who was never a president. Like, let's say if we want to go back to the 19th century, like all of the rest of the people are on there, died off in the 19th century or the 18th century. We've got Ben Franklin, so we can have Frederick Douglass.
But you see, I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but you don't have a problem with a black woman, and in this case, Harriet Tubman, being memorialized in whatever way that comes. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Or do you?
I got
have
a big problem if it's on a bill before they put a black man's face on one. I have a big problem with that.
Why?
Because
do you have a problem
historically,
with a black
the status
woman?
of an ethnic group is determined by its men, not its women. And that you put a black woman on there before a black man is insulting to the black race because you're saying the men ain't worth a damn. Put a woman up there first.
I disagree.
Well,
I disagree. I don't think
and the other
putting
thing is
Harriet,
black male leadership.
Honoring a black woman
need
does
to
not
lead the black race by saying impose your sense of responsibility.
You say I as a black woman.
And start raising some decent young men instead of these little monsters that you have running around the house where you don't want to have a father involved with them. Start being real mothers and pay attention to it. That's what
honoring a black woman, Judge. How is that an insult to black men? I don't understand.
Because if they had a black man on there, it wouldn't be. But if you put a black woman first, that's an insult to black men. Harriet Tubman rescued 250. She rescued maybe 250.
She rescued more than that. Judge.
Well, it may be, but there were black men that did something better than that, too. There's one that's down here featured at a house in going into North Memphis here, where they had an underground railroad, and the brother got several thousand black slaves to freedom. Okay. But they don't even commemorate him, and you can't even learn about it.
But Judge Joe,
you happen to walk in that monument.
But wouldn't you agree?
The hell they don't think they want to do it because you led somebody to freedom?
Judge,
why don't they get the problem?
Judge, wouldn't you agree that Frederick Douglass, Dr. King, and Thurgood Marshall have all been exceedingly more celebrated and remembered in both black history and American history than Queen Mother Harriet Tubman?
They need to put them on a bill and show respect. They've got a homicidal maniac, Andrew Jackson, on a $20 bill. They've got a non-president, Benjamin Franklin, on a $50 bill. They've got Grant. They've got every Calvin Coolidge on a damn bill, too.
Douglas and King have been written about more than any other black hero in American history. Why not give
and I remember,
why not give black women their opportunity, Judge?
I don't
why
care.
Not give,
you put a black man on there first because the thing of it is they are not going to lynch. They are not going to generally lynch black women. They'll rape them. But they'll lynch the black men.
If they would have caught Harriet Tubman, they would have
take the daughters.
If they would have caught Harriet Tubman, they would have lynched them.
They go in and deal with getting rid of the men.
If the men
have the obligation to stand and deliver, sacrifice self, be the last in the damn lifeboat when the women and children get in there first. You put a black man.
I hope you're not.
Okay. I'm sorry. There's no way you can.
I hope you're not a male chauvinist, Judge. I hope you're not a male chauvinist.
I am a male chauvinist.
Radio, DJ, One Nation, One Station.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Valerie Denise Jones. Yes, I was just a
Alright, let's get her the fuck up out of here. But anyway.
How y'all feel about that?
I mean, look, Judge O'Brown tweaking. If they gonna allow Harriet Tubman, let her be on the bill. Like, cause if we don't get her, we ain't gonna get nobody. And if anybody I ain't gonna say fuck Frederick Douglass, but nigga, Martin Luther King did way more. Why the fuck now we can't get him on the bill like Charlemagne said? If anybody, we should be protesting to get that nigga before Frederick Douglass, or better yet, fucking Malcolm X or somebody like that, somebody that actually was more pro-black than that. Like, he still catered to white people. People don't believe that. I understand Frederick Douglass did a lot too, but he only said that because he part of the justice system, and Judge Joe Brown is also a part of the justice system. So he had to relate to somebody that's close to him and his fucking identity. Like, nah, my nigga, like, if Harriet Tubman is gonna be on the $20 bill and they pushing for that, and the feminists, and they getting more progress than the black people that's looked up as basically like modern history, like, why the fuck won't we allow Harriet Tubman to be on the $20 bill and be mad about that? I get what he's saying. Like, maybe he know more than what we know. Like he said, he got fucking sources that say that the feminists is trying to, that's why they came out with the Harriet movie. The feminists is trying to push it. And a lot of people did not like how they portrayed black men in that movie, because they made us look like weak and basically said the black woman is strong. But shit, then again, look at modern day, like now, like look at now, black women are stronger than men. Like a black woman won't lead her kids to like fend for themselves. Like, even though it's some out there, but majority of black women take care of their kids. They be single mothers and they handle the shit while the father dip off and do his own shit. Like, so it proves to me that the black woman is stronger than the black man. You know why? Because they have more morality. Like, some black men is not actually men, they black boys. You feel me? So they don't know how to be men until they get older, and then they realize, oh, I fucked up, and then they try to become men, and it's too late. You feel me? All the responsibility that you had to take, all the responsibility that they supposed to took care of when they was younger, they didn't. As a young man, they didn't. So when they become an older man, they realize that's the last resort. And I agree with that, but I don't agree with he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Because that's true. Like, black women are stronger. Like, to get to the point where he's trying to go is like, okay, they're trying to push the agenda that Harriet Tubman did way more than some black men. And it's probably true. Some black men back in the day that we don't fucking probably even know about because it's not in the history books probably did way more for the slaves than Harriet Tubman. But from what our knowledge is that we should do, like, we should praise black women. Like, black women actually holded the ground for our shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Look at the Black Panther age. You see how many black women was actually sacrificing what they had to do? Like, you feel me? Allowing people to fucking, for one, be like, they'll do the same shit the black man to do. Go out, protest, nigga, do everything the black men do, plus go home and take care of their kids, or make sure their kids good, or make sure the kids in the neighborhood good. And like, don't get me wrong, we had a lot of black men around that time in the Black Panther ages that hold this shit down. You feel me? Made sure we was good. Like, you feel me? So I'ma just end with that note. Like, yeah, he don't have a fucking point. Period. Like, he just some dumb shit. And like, if we gonna get anybody on the bill that's black shit, let them allow somebody, and let's just run with that shit. Like, you feel me? Whether it's fucking nigga, if it's Lil Wayne, like, I'm not about to argue with them about them having a black person on a dollar bill or shit, anything like that. So that's how I'm gonna leave this shit, y'all. It's My People's Podcast. Please like and subscribe. You probably didn't get all the way to the end of the video, but if you did, just like and subscribe. You know, follow us. We here every Sunday and Wednesday. You feel me? We got me in the building, Young Holly in the building, and my nigga Hottie Moo in the building. And we about to check out this shit. You feel me? We out this bitch. Another day, another quarter.